Welcome back to my channel. As always, I am very excited for today's video, and this one, as you can tell from the title, is going to be how to structure your workout programs. Now, before we get into this, I do want to preface this video by saying that this is mainly focusing on muscle growth or maximal muscle growth, anything along those lines. If you are somebody who is doing more at-home based workouts or cardio routines or not necessarily working on building too much strength, then this may not be the video for you. You can definitely take some of these pointers and incorporate them into your own style of training, but this is specifically for resistance training, building that strength, and it's kind of going to be more targeted towards gym rats. But take that as you will. I'm sure you can still find useful information in this video, or it might inspire you to start doing more resistance and strength based training. And before we get into this, if you haven't seen my face before, hi, my name is Samantha, or Sammy for short, and I am a certified personal trainer as well as a young mom. If either or both of those things are of any interest to you, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be informed when I upload all of my future content. And while you're at it, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Samantha5_, and yes, it is 5_ because my name is pretty popular. You can also go ahead and follow me on TikTok at Sammy for short. Now, with all of that being said and out of the way, let's jump in to the video. The first place you want to start, I'm honestly not going to go into too much detail about because I have a whole separate video based on this, and I will leave it linked up here so that you can go ahead and check that out if you're interested, and I'll also leave it in the description. And this is to understand your workout split. So with your split, you're going to want to focus on how many days a week you realistically see yourself working out, going to the gym, anything like that. And within that time frame, how are you breaking up those muscle groups? What days are you doing what? Are you doing upper body, lower body? Are you breaking it up into particular muscle groups? Figure out how you are doing that, and then we'll go into all the other steps. So once you have that all figured out, next it goes into how you're actually going to choose the types of exercises that you will be putting into your program. So for starters, you would want to try to start with 1 to 2 compound exercises. What is a compound exercise? Well, it is when you work multiple muscle groups at the same time within one exercise. The benefits of doing this are that you have improved coordination, strength, and flexibility. It targets more muscles in a shorter time frame, which also then helps to burn more calories, equaling more fat loss. And overall, these are a lot of your basic gym rat movements and the harder, more intimidating, scary type of movements that you might be seeing at the gym if you're a beginner. The examples of these will be your deadlifts, your squats, your pull-ups, and your bench presses. And with this, you want to try and find a set range of about 3 to 5 and a rep range of about 6 to 8 max. The reason it seems like such a low rep range is because with these moves, to get the full maximal strength out of it, you want to try and have a heavier weight. So when you have smaller reps, you're going to lift heavier weight. It's going to be more exhausting on your body, which is also why you want to get this out of the way in the beginning so that you are fully able to get through those 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 8 reps. After you are done that, you are now going to move on to your accessory movements. These movements are going to be additional movements that are often smaller and more muscle focused, which will help improve form and efficiency. So when I say more muscle focused, you still want to try and find a compound movement that is focusing on either your upper or lower body, depending on the day, but they're still utilizing more muscle groups, either within the same area of your body or using both muscles from the upper and lower part of your body. But with these accessory exercises, then you are focusing more on what area you're trying to target that day. The benefits of doing this are that it helps to strengthen supporting muscles. It improves your recovery by reducing the wear and tear on your body. It helps immensely with progressing through your compound exercises because over time, there's only so many compound movements to do. Over time, it will get a little bit easier on you. You will start to plateau, and this helps continue to see those results and benefits from your initial exercises. This also helps with correction with muscle imbalances, and some examples of this are going to be your Bulgarian split squats, your box squats, your pull downs, your deficit deadlifts, and your hip thrusts, as well as many others. When you have accessory moves, you will be choosing 2 to 4 moves max with a 3 to 4 set range with a 6 to 10 rep range. So you're doing more reps, which depending on your rep range and the movement, you could be doing a more medium weight. Your next movement is going to be your isolation movements. These are going to be 2 to 4 exercises that only use one muscle as opposed to a compound movement. Now, this does sound very similar to the accessories, and they can be. Oftentimes when you're looking it up, they kind of are interchangeable and used hand in hand depending on the resource you're looking at. But what I have found the key difference to be is that with an accessory movement, there is the option of using multiple muscles with those movements, and it's just helping to complement the compound movement that you were focusing on, whereas these isolation movements are only using one muscle at any given time, and it is solely fixating on that one area. Example exercises could be ab crunches or pretty much any form of abs, hammer curls, shoulder press, hamstring curls, push downs, calf extensions. With these, you would only be doing 2 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So with a larger rep range, you will be more than likely doing a light to maybe medium weight. So you may have noticed throughout this entire video that the more reps you are doing, the lighter the weight. The less reps you're doing, the heavier the weight. So the more you want to challenge yourself in the beginning with how much weight you're lifting, and as you go throughout your workout, you're lifting less weight, but you're doing more reps, still getting that muscle exhaustion in there while continuing to remain in proper form. And that's the basics on how to structure your strength workouts. Now, I didn't add cardio into this. Usually what I try to recommend to people is doing cardio at the end of your workouts because you'll be less exhausted. I will recommend warming up with a very light cardio, like 5-minute walk maybe, but nothing that's going to exhaust you to where you can't get through a proper strength workout. But I can do a whole separate video on that if you would like. Just let me know in the comments down below. But before we end this video, I do want to give 2 examples of what this workout split may look like. So an example for a lower body day may be 4 sets of 6 reps of sumo deadlifts, followed by a superset of 4 sets of Bulgarian split squats, 10 on each side, and then a single leg Romanian deadlift, 8 on each side. Then superset with 3 sets of a dumbbell elevated goblet squat of 10 reps, followed by a single side leg press, 12 reps on each side. So that'll all be over here. And then an example of an upper body split routine is going to be an incline bench press of 3 to 8 reps, superset with 4 sets of 8 reps of feet elevated bench press and a cable row, and then supersetting 2 sets of an alternate dumbbell pec fly with 12 on each side and an incline reverse dumbbell fly, 15 reps of those. So that'll all be listed here. I also might list it in the description, and I might even make videos surrounding those 2 things just so you can get a visual on what that would look like. I know it is complicated to just kind of hear the words coming out of my mouth and not seeing it and having that visualization. I'm hoping I actually have an editor for my videos now. Her name is Irene. She's absolutely lovely. So you can go ahead and check her out if she leaves her Instagram here. Hopefully she does. But I'm hoping that with her editing, not only will my videos get better, but it'll help visualize some of the concepts that I'm explaining better. And if not, she and I will just figure it out. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a like, comment down below any questions that you may have regarding this or any other fitness related questions, and I will make sure to get back to you. Remember, if you're not subscribed already, please make sure you go ahead and do so and hit the notification bell so that you can be informed when I upload all of my future videos. And don't forget to share with your friends if you think that any of them would be interested in this type of content. And that's it. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna go, but before I do, I want to remind you all to stay positive, be active, and most importantly, do what keeps you healthy.